Hello, hello, my beloved waking gods and goddesses. Welcome to Love, Truth, and Beauty. Do-it-yourself spiritual awakening for divine in the flesh. Now with replays on IGTV at dakini.kiss, where together we learn how to surf and navigate the ups and downs of the totality of human experience, composing a new earth beyond the limitations of this perception managed reality matrix of five senses, having discovered our true divine creative natures in our true sensual sensorial universe of seven senses, creating formless into form outside of the matrix in the true quantum field creation field universe. Before we get started, please do give this video a thumbs up. Please also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, selecting the all setting so that when I upload videos, the YouTube will let you know. I generally upload Tuesdays and Fridays, 2 p.m. Eastern. My name is Maria West, and I am your hostess of the highest, here to download, upload, inspire, and usher you into your bestest and brightest selves, your bestest and brightest light, and inviting you all to open your hearts wider and wider and wider still. Hello, my lovey-doves, my darlings, my sweeties. Welcome to episode 202. Yes, dedicated to those of you genuinely waltzing in and out of the matrix and hacking that technogenic system and composing your own layers of reality and desiring to remember who and what you are moment to moment to moment. So let's talk advantages of learning the skill set of composing your own reality. There is a confusion here, folks. And so I am going to dedicate the final few weeks of episodes of our season 2 of Love, Truth, and Beauty to really going into the nitty-gritty of composing reality and composing your layer of reality. No, first and foremost, remember you are a grand creator, here to move formless into form. You can activate the movement of moving from formless into form through your wants, needs, desires, dreams, and intentions. Okay? Now, stuck in the matrix, most humans are mind-controlled into believing that the matrix gets to define who and what they are and how they get to live their lives until they die. Okay? That's, for me, that's a little sad and it's bullshit. Okay? So don't fall for it. Now, awakening to the fact that you are a grand creator is, in my humble opinion, the first step to owning your attention, okay? This fact allows you that at the very least to know that creating your own reality is actually possible, because most sleeping humans stuck in the matrix are oblivious to this fact, okay? So by owning your attention and exiting the matrix, you can intend your reality and compose it to your liking without pushing up against the matrix and pissing it off, or at the very least getting into the crosshairs of the various gatekeepers, because these gatekeepers will use every ploy to distract you and trigger you back into forgetting your divinity and getting you back into the saddle of being sound asleep in the matrix and defaulting to their pre-scripted roles for you and your life. Okay? Composing reality, my friends, when you start really getting into it, you start experiencing the results, is actually quite fucking fun. All right. Now, the easiest way to start practicing composing your reality is through journaling and writing out positive aspects and qualities you'd like to have and see and feel and experience in your layer of your universe. Okay? Now, this is tricky for people because I know y'all stuck in the matrix who want out of the matrix are pretty kind of lazy. I mean, don't get butthurt by me saying that, but I hear it all the time. I don't want to write it down. I don't like journaling. It doesn't work for me. How the fuck do you know? Okay? You know what you keep repeating over and over again, what you keep materializing that is not to your liking. So why not give it an actual go? What do you think, people? Okay? So here's what you do. Now, in a journal or sheets of paper, you're going to write down specific categories, pardon me, I'm going to try to say that correctly, and brainstorm, heartstorm about specifics. Now, remember, you cannot specify specific people. You can only create in your reality. So remember that you cannot create in another's reality. So when you're activating and composing specific qualities, that is the best, not specific people, because that's called black magic. And what happens is when you are composing specific people to be in your layer of reality, you will actually be activating excess potential energies and balancing forces that will come wreck your shit, guaranteed, by making that particular person you intend into your reality or attempt to put into your reality. What you do is that you become utterly repulsive to them. Okay, so don't do it. All right, so specific categories can include love relationships, friendships, business, vocation, mind, body, health, well-being, material objects that you want to manifest, money, abundance, prosperity, creativity, self-expression, development of artistic abilities, or development of specific skill sets like learning a language, skydiving perhaps, scuba diving, travel, your surroundings. What kind of environment do you want to be living in? What kinds of people do you want to be around? What kinds of attitudes do you want to be around? Okay, now you can come up with your own categories and write down everything in detail without editing. So don't stress out about grammar, spelling, etc., because you're going to be revising and refining these lists over and over and over again, okay? No one's going to give a shit. And I want you to bear in mind that as you're doing this, okay, you want to keep this all a secret. You do not want to share this with anybody else, okay? Because what you do then is that you are actually going to be inviting them to have input into your mix, and you don't want that. All right, so now from these lists, you are going to be formulating mantras and declarations about these lists that are to be materialized into your layer of the universe, okay? Now, what I mean by that is that you're going to write out in a sort of narrative form that, like for instance, my universe has actual kitty cats and unicorns and coyotes and high desert mountain beauty, Acatillo, Daturas. So this is kind of just a sample of the details that are like in my mix, in my layer of my universe where I happen to be in terms of my physical surroundings. I've got the mountain views, I've got cacti, I've got also scorpions, whip scorpions, I've got snakes, etc. You might not like that, those things, so you would not intend those in your reality. You see what I mean? Okay, so you're going to keep these in a journal and you're going to refer to them every day as you refine them, and also before you go to sleep. Your attention and activation of your creation wand and creation field are also important. So I'm going to stick my playlist on reality creation up in the top left hand corner of your screen so you can review. okay? Because I don't want to be reinventing the wheel all the time. You just have to bust a move, kids, okay? Now, your only responsibility is to wake up, own your attention, exit the matrix, and compose your reality through your clarity. Now, these journaling exercises are precisely about you gaining clarity around what it is that you want to create. Makes sense, right? I mean, this is not rocket science. By composing our realities, we get to choose our reality, and at the same time, we take responsibility for our choices or our non-choices, and therefore we don't get to blame circumstances, events, other people, conspiracies, and other hidden powers. We get to take responsibility for ourselves and for what it is that we create, because we're creating consciously. Can I say it again? We are creating consciously, endeavoring to do so. Okay, so attention and perception and what we choose in our intentions is what we will see sooner or later in our various layers of reality. Okay, but in the case of making no choices, okay, we have become among the choices of others and only have to wake up and restore our right to choose. Okay, this is the difference with the matrix. When you're stuck in the matrix, you think you're making choices. You're not. Okay, and I've talked about this again and again and again, is that you are just adhering to the automated scripts. And what are the automated scripts? The automated scripts are the various roles you play in your so-called sleeping life within the matrix, okay? Like, so for me, quite often, I have been in the role of outing the shitstem regarding trafficking, okay? Yes, so you can only imagine being in the crosshairs of that shit show, all right? And what it did is that it put me in the crosshairs of irritating the matrix, irritating the gatekeepers, and eventually that shit shut me down where I had to begin from ground zero. So you don't want to do that. Now, 10 valuable things that I have been blessed with by owning my attention, also known as being awake and self-aware and knowing the difference of when I am snoozing and stuck in the matrix because my attention has been hijacked. Number one, my attention awakened center screen is, in fact, about spiritually awakening. Okay, and this allows me access to my grand creator self and the true quantum field creation field universe. So remembering your divinity as a true grand creator, all right, that is our natural awakened state, people. All right, and New Age bullshit has got us mesmerized within the matrix that if you're going to claim to be spiritually enlightened, that's all ego and oh my God, it's like, stop. Don't go there. All right, number two, by owning my attention and composing my reality, taking action no longer exhausts me mentally and physically because I'm no longer spinning my wheels, doing shit, taking action just for the sake of doing something, okay? Instead, I wait for the nudge, the wink, or the smooch from the universe, which is the inspiration to take a specific action and trust that process. All right, number three, because I own the audacity to be my true divine creative self, I no longer battle or push up against the shit I don't like that I witness in the current frame of reality of the matrix, okay? There's no need to fight anymore. Whatever I need, I choose and I compose that reality. And through practice, my reality bends to my intentions, as does the matrix. How fucking awesome, cool is that? Number four, the matrix and the universe are actually very abundant and can manifest things by my will through the swish of my magic wand, okay? And like I said, the matrix then becomes a cooperating component of the layer of my universe as well, okay? And you only need to trust and believe that is so. To achieve my desires, this is number 5, I have learned to desire them no longer. In other words, desire gets transformed into intention, and because it is intention, it is a composition of reality, and ask, it is given. That's it. You got to let go. You can't sit there and obsess about it and micromanage the universe. All right, number 6, I can do epic, awesome, brilliant things, even if I'm not all that brilliant, by choosing to be on, get this, listen up, a film roll of reality where I can do those brilliant things, okay? Now, the nature of such a film roll allows me to do these brilliant things as if I'm a master. Now, I'm going to discuss this whole thing in a near future video. And dudes, that shit is fun, okay? All right. Number 7, it isn't easy to convince most people that they can live an extraordinary life. So don't waste time persuading others and get on with composing and materializing your epic badass life, okay? Focus, focus, focus on you, your life. Number 8, I don't have to worry about the how or the chain of events of how and when my intentions and compositions are realized. These are none of my fucking business. And my ego will hurl me back into the matrix sound asleep whenever I push that and start to micromanage my universe. My universe will then say, okay, bitch, go ahead. We had it all figured out, but you know best, okay? So let your layer of reality handle those details, okay? Your work, my work, is about focusing your attention, owning your attention, and keeping your focus upon your intentions, aspirations, and goals. Number 9, refining my ability to visualize is normal. And it is a steady application of this practice and utilizes creativity and the up-leveling of my life, okay? We are not talking one-off events here. There's a refining process that happens, and the clearer you are with what it is that you are wanting to create and intend and compose in your life, the faster it will materialize, okay? Clarity will propel you through the sectors of the true quantum field, creation field universe, where you meet up with your up-leveled life and reality, okay? Number 10, successful people are successful precisely because they walk their own path, okay? If one wants to be successful, then one is not a mimic or a pretender or copycat, but to be their original true selves and walk their own pathway, their own journey. So be yourself and allow others to be different from you. You set the example of mastering your life and composing your life rather than the folly of trying to change others and trying to change the matrix when you don't have your shit together because you are not owning your attention. Okay? All right, my grand creators, that is my speech. Please help me grow this channel by giving this video a thumbs up and leaving a comment in the comments box below or in private. Please share this video with your communities, friends, family members, and on social media platforms you feel would benefit from my content. Please also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, selecting the all setting so that when I upload videos, the YouTube will let you know. And if you find value, enjoy, or benefit from my content or videos, or at least entertained by them, won't you please consider supporting my work through a donation? My PayPal link is below, as is my link tree that will hook you up with all the many different ways that you can connect with me and work with me and study with me. I thank you all so much for hanging out with me, with your participation and focused attention. I really do appreciate it. I cannot do this work without you. So until next time, my dear hearts, always act from love, outside of the matrix, from your center screen, composing a new reality, quantum jumping all of your lifelines. That's right. Let's do it. Let's go higher and higher and higher so that we can all be the love that we are. We can share our love, create, make art, make music, make love, and you can all help me repopulate the true quantum field, creation field universe. Here's to love, truth, and beauty, my love bugs. Mwah!